Hey, I'm Alan. Welcome to Bros Fitness. Welcome to today's yoga. My goal is not just to create some videos, but to inform and motivate you. So comment, subscribe, or follow along at brosfitness.com. Today we'll be moving through a naked yoga sequence. I invite you to wear any undergarments or shed what feels comfortable. Remember, this is your practice. Today we'll be moving through asana and pranayama intended to cultivate a sense of belonging. I respectfully request everybody turn off your cameras and mute your microphones so that everyone can see and hear me clearly. When you're ready, we'll go ahead and meet on our mat. If you don't have a towel or blocks, this would be a great time to go grab them. Water would also be advised. We'll meet in a seated position on the floor. I'm going to add some light really quickly. Take this off and let's get started. Inhale, send your arms to the sky. Draw the low belly in. If it's in your practice, bring your palms together. Come down in front of heart center. Start to take notice of your breath. It's kind of warm today and kind of cold. I'm going to use my Ujjayi breath by constricting the back of my throat and warming the air as it comes in. If it's accessible for you, go ahead and soften your gaze or close your eyes. Inhale. Activate your Ujjayi breath or otherwise set an intention for today's practice. It could be anything from get a different position in a pose or try and move through your practice without judgment. Whatever you'd like, continue to keep focus on your breath. Open your eyes, inhale, send your arms up. Exhale, cactus your arms out. Draw the low belly in at the ribs back. Feel rooted in the sit bones. If you'd like to, you can go ahead and bring the fleshy parts of your sit bones back. We'll inhale, come back to center. If it's accessible, press your palms together. Give yourself a little bit of a mini back bend. Or otherwise, bring your gaze up. Otherwise, keep your hands out. Extend to the sky. Drop your shoulders down. We'll bring one hand to the right side, or right hand to our right side. And we'll find a stretch over our right side body, feeling the stretch on our left side. Inhale, send energy. As you exhale, we'll come back to center. Inhale, and as you exhale, press your left hand onto the left side, and we'll come into a stretch onto our left, stretching our right hand over our body, bending in our left hand if we need to, left arm if we need to. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, prayer pose in front of your heart. Close your eyes. We'll stay here for 5 rounds of breath on your own time. Open your eyes, press forward, press your palms into the mat, bring your knees to the mat, tuck your toes, exhale, send your hips to the sky. Walk your feet up to your hands, and inhale, halfway lift. Exhale down. Bend your knees, press your hands in the mat, draw your body over your thighs. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, press them forward in prayer pose. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, come all the way down to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale down. When you're ready, walk or jump your feet to the back of the mat. And inhale, come up for Cobra or Upward Facing Dog. I should say you should probably do Cobra first. Upward Facing Dog, and when you get a little bit more flexibility in your body, press over your toes, send your hips to the sky, Downward Facing Dog. Begin to pedal out your feet. Find a bend in your knees, and as you exhale, extend your hips to the sky just a little bit higher. Wrap your shoulders around, bring your biceps forward, triceps back. Press into the earth, bring your gaze to your navel. Find a bend in your right knee and bring it up to your hands. Bring your left foot to meet it. And inhale, halfway lift. Exhale down. Come all the way up. Inhale. Exhale, palms together in front of your heart. Inhale up. Exhale, prayer pose. Close your eyes or soften your gaze. If you've let your mind wander, notice your thoughts, acknowledge them, and bring your attention back to your breath. Inhale, open your eyes. Send your arms to the sky. Swan dive down. Inhale, halfway lift. And slowly come back down. Bend in your knees if you can't make it all the way with your hands. Draw your body over your thighs. I'm going to walk forward just a little bit. When you're ready, press your palms into the earth, bend your knees, and walk or jump to the back of the mat. Inhale into Cobra. And exhale. Come over your toes and your hips to the sky. Downward Facing Dog. We'll remain here for 5 breaths. 1. Bring your gaze to your navel. If it's in your practice or otherwise, look down towards the mat. Pedal out your feet, trying to bring your heels to the earth. Find a bend in one knee. Straighten that as you bend the other. This should be your 4th breath. And 5. Inhale. Exhale, heels high. Drop your knees down. Walk or jump to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale all the way down. Keep the bend in your knees. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, prayer pose. Inhale, send your arms to the sky. And exhale, swan dive down. Press your palms into the earth. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale down. Press your palms down. Walk or jump to the back of the mat. Chaturanga. And inhale into Cobra or Upward Facing Dog. If you're in Cobra, make sure you're engaging the top of your back, nothing with your glutes or your core, or your lower back rather, some of your core. When you're ready, press your palms into the earth, come over your toes, send your hips to the sky, Downward Facing Dog. 5 breaths. 1. 2. 3. Inhale, knees high, or knees low, heels high. As you exhale, extend your legs, bringing your hips just a little bit higher. Wrap your arms around. 4. 5. 'Drop your knees down to the earth. Walk your hands back. We'll come into tabletop pose. Press your toes into the mat and arch your back as you come up. Inhale for cow. Exhale, round the back. Press into the mat for cat. Inhale up for cow, round, find an arch in the back. Look up, exhale, press into the mat, arch your upper back, round your upper back. Inhale into cow, exhale, cat. Keep the core engaged. When you're ready, inhale, reach your right arm up to the sky. Exhale, thread it through underneath your left. Bring your shoulder down if it's accessible for you and begin to walk your left hand forward. Inhale. Exhale, try and draw the right hip back, your left hip forward. Keep the core engaged. Begin to walk your left hand back. Inhale. Press into the mat. Exhale. When you're ready, inhale, right arm up. Counteract the stretch. And meet me back down in tabletop pose. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, drive it through, right side. Begin to walk your right hand forward and sit back into your hips. Inhale, send your right hip back, left hip forward. Begin to walk your right hand back. Press into the mat. Exhale. When you're ready, send your left arm to the sky. Counteract the twist. And exhale. Drop your left hand down. We're going to come into puppy pose. Bring your hips up and walk your hands forward. Keeping your toes engaged on the mat. Feel extension from the tailbone to the crown. Draw in the lower belly, knit the ribs in. Feel extension straight from the tailbone to the crown. Begin to walk your hands back. Press into the mat. Send your hips to the sky. Downward facing dog. Bend your left knee. Send your left foot to your hands. Meet it with your right. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale down. Grab opposing elbows. We'll come into Ragdoll Pose. Inhale, extend from the tailbone all the way to the crown, finding a straight back if it's accessible for you. If you'd like, you can begin to swing back and forth as you hang over your bent knees. When you're ready, inhale, send your arms up, and exhale, press your palms together. Inhale, arms up. Follow my cues. I'm going to stay here for just a second. Exhale, press your palms down to the earth. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale down. Keep breathing. When you're ready, walk your right foot to the back of the mat. Drop your right heel down. Twist it out about 45 degrees. Ensure that your hips are facing forward. Bring your arms up for warrior one. Press your palms down. Send your left leg back. We'll come down, knees, chest, chin pose. I'm going to switch my mat so you can see me a little bit better. We'll come down. Plank to knees, chest, chin. Accentuate the movement as you come into Cobra or upward facing dog. I'm going to join in Cobra right now. You should be able to lift your palms and not have anything happen with your body. Press in the mat, send your toes to the ground, hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Bend your right leg, send it up to your hands. Come up, stack your right knee over your left ankle, drop your over your right ankle, right knee over right ankle. Drop your left heel down, send your arms up. Keep your hips facing forward-ish. If you'd like more space for your hips, you can bring your left foot to your left side of the mat. When you're ready, drop your hands and bring your left foot up to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale down. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, cactus them down. Inhale, up. Exhale, come back to prayer pose. Close your eyes. If you've let your mind wander, bring it back to your breath. And inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale down. Press your hands into the earth and jump or walk to the back of the mat. Inhale into Cobra or upward facing dog. If you're in upward facing dog, engage through the legs, support the lower back. Over the toes, press your hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Send your right leg up. Bring it up to your hands. Drop your left heel down. Warrior one. Hands down, right leg back, come down, chaturanga, and inhale into Cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, come over your toes, send your hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Left leg up. Bring it up to your hands. Drop your right heel down, come up for warrior one. If you let your mind wander, notice your thoughts, acknowledge them, and bring your attention back to your breath. Inhale. Exhale. Find just a little bit more of a bend in your left knee. Drop your hands down, right heel up. Walk up to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale down. Bend your knees if you can't touch the ground. And inhale, arms up. Exhale, drop them down. Mountain pose, palms forward. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale down. Press your palms into the earth. Walk or jump to the back of the mat. Inhale into Cobra or upward facing dog. Come over your toes, send your hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Right leg up, send it up to your hands. Drop your left heel down. Warrior one. Keep your hips forward. Press your palms into the mat, send your right leg back, come down, chaturanga. Inhale into Cobra or upward facing dog. Support your lower back if you're in upward facing dog. Come over your toes, send your hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Left leg up, send it up to your hands. Right heel down, come up, warrior one. Keep breathing, keep noticing your breath. And when you're ready, come down to the mat. Walk your right foot up. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale down. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, prayer pose. Close your eyes. We'll stay here for 5 breaths. 1. Find a micro bend in your knees. 2. Soften your gaze or close your eyes. 3, 4, 5. Inhale, send your arms to the sky. Exhale, swan dive down. Walk your hands up to your thighs. Press through tailbone to crown. Bend your knees. Draw your hands down. Press your palms. Try to straighten your legs a little bit, finding a more complete expression of Uttanasana. And when you're ready, drop your knees. Press your palms down and walk or jump to the back of the mat. Inhale into Cobra or Upward Facing Dog. Exhale, come over your toes, send your hips to the sky, Downward Facing Dog. Right leg up. Bring it up to your hands. Drop your heel down. Swing your hands out for Warrior 2. There should be a line, but it's okay if there's not. You can make more space for your hips by bringing your left foot out to your left side, or otherwise bringing it out to your right. Wherever you're at, keep breathing. Keep the bend in your right leg. We'll go ahead and switch our perspective, bringing our heels or our feet parallel to one another in a star pose. As you're ready, start to twist your left foot out and forward, changing your perspective. Draw your right foot out 45 degrees. We'll come into Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana. If it's accessible for you, press your left knee out, supporting yourself. Press into all four corners of both feet. Feel the inside thigh by pressing your left foot, the left inside of your foot, into the mat. When you're ready, swing your back heel up and windmill down. Walk your right foot up to your hands and inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, prayer pose. Inhale, arms up. Swan dive down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, down. Walk your right foot back. Drop your heel down. Swing your arms up. Come into Warrior 2. We'll switch our perspectives one more time. Keep your arms out if it's accessible. Begin to twist your feet to face parallel towards one another. Send your right leg out and bring your gaze, changing your perspective to the right side. Same as the other time. Bring your right knee out just a little bit, feeling support all through the thigh. Press into the inside of your right foot, feeling engagement in the right inside thigh. When you're ready, kick your left heel up, windmill your hands down to the mat, walk your left foot up to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, arms up to the sky. Look up if it's in your practice. Bring your palms together. Press your palms down, come into prayer pose. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, down. Walk your left foot back. If it's accessible for you, keep your left heel up, and we'll come into a crescent lunge. And if it's accessible, drop your left knee down, and we'll come in to a crescent lunge, a low crescent lunge. Walk your right foot forward. If you have your blocks nearby, this would be a great time to grab them. As you walk your right foot forward, keep your hands up. I really screwed this up. That should be back farther. When you're ready, ensure that your knee is stacked underneath your hip. Reach towards your block and begin to straighten your right leg, coming into a half split. Walk your hands forward. Find a bend in your right leg. Draw your right foot down and begin to walk it back towards your body. Stack your right knee over your right heel and we'll come back up for a low crescent lunge. Come up just a little bit, press your palms together if it's in your practice, and look up for a little bit of a back bend. And exhale, we'll come down. Move your blocks. Press into the earth, draw your left knee up. Send your right leg back. Find a bend in it and send your right foot behind your body. Come back down. Place your foot on the mat. Send your left leg up. And we'll come into crescent lunge on this side. Inhale, arms up. If you'd like to support yourself as we come down, that's perfectly fine. You can bring your hands here or down to the mat as you drop your right knee down. Press all four corners of the front foot into the mat. Inhale, arms up. Go ahead and walk your left foot forward. Grab your blocks. And if it's accessible, go ahead and straighten it while engaging the foot, ensuring that the activation occurs through all of the left leg. Knee and hip stacked. Inhale, left hip back, right hip forward. Exhale, begin to walk your blocks towards the top of your mat. Walk your blocks back towards your body. Try and draw and bend in your heel, in your left foot, while bringing down your left leg while bringing down your left foot. Remove your blocks, press your palms into the earth. Engage the right knee. Send your left leg up. One-legged downward facing dog. Bend in the left knee. Send your left foot behind you. Come back down. Draw your left foot back down to the mat. Take a full expression of downward facing dog. Begin to walk your hands back towards your body. And inhale, halfway lift. Exhale down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, prayer pose, close your eyes. We'll stay here for 5 breaths. 1. 2, draw the low belly in. 3. 4. 5. You all keep moving. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive down to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale down. Begin to walk your hands towards the top of your mat. And we'll come into downward facing dog. Right leg up. Bring it up to your hands. I'm going to take this direction, actually. Right leg forward and bend in your right leg. Drop your left heel down. Come up, warrior 1. Swing your hips out. We'll come into warrior 2. Find a forward bend just a little bit. Drop your right elbow to your right knee. And swipe your arm up for warrior 2, for extended side angle pose. Inhale, draw the low belly in. Exhale, keep moving extension through your arm, feeling movement, energy through all 4 corners of both feet. Send that energy out into the universe. We'll come back up, engage the core. We'll revolve our warrior press your left hand into your left thigh and look up towards your hand. Come back to center. We'll switch our perspective from warrior two. We'll bring our feet parallel, sending our right leg parallel to our mat. We'll bring our left foot forward, coming into warrior two on our left side. Lean just a little bit forward, hinge just a little bit forward. Tuck your left elbow into your left knee, and swipe your arm up. Extended side angle pose. Inhale, send energy into your right side body. As you exhale, can you release anything you're holding on to that's not serving you right now? Engage your core, come back up. Warrior two. Revolve your warrior, place your right hand on your right hip. Send your left arm up and gaze up. Draw your hands down. Swing your right heel up. Come down for a runner's lunge. Last chaturanga. Send your left leg back. Come down. Knees, chest, chin pose. Stay here for a second if you'd like. And inhale, come up into Cobra Facing Dog. Come over the toes, send your hips to the sky. Downward Facing Dog. 5 breaths. 1. As always, you can always come down to your knees. In a child's pose, make space for your torso. 2. 3. 4. 5. Look towards your hands. Begin to walk them up. 1 step at a time. There we go. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, bend your knees. Place your chest on your thighs. Grab your opposing elbows. We'll come into Ragdoll again. Inhale, send your arms to the sky. Exhale, prayer pose. Drive your hands out to Tadasana. Palms forward, close your eyes or soften your gaze. 5 breaths. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. On your next inhale, send your arms to the sky. Exhale, come down. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, bend your knees. Press your palms forward. Walk your left foot behind your right. Bend your knees and come down into a comfortable seated position. I'm going to grab some water. We'll come into Thunderbolt, actually. If you have blocks, this would be a great time to grab them. Thunderbolt is kind of like child's pose. We've got our sit bones over the top of our ankles and our heels. Support the sit bones. I've got 2 blocks here. If you want to use 2, that's a really great idea. Press your palms into your thighs and look up just a little bit. Inhale, arms to the sky, draw the low belly in, knit the ribs in. Bring your right hand over your left, tuck your left fingertips into your right palm. Go ahead and reach out to the third eye with your left thumb if it's accessible for you. Draw your elbows up, draw your shoulders back. Keep that low belly in check. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, left arm over right. Tuck your right fingertips into your left palm. Go ahead and reach out towards your third eye with your right finger or right thumb. Draw the shoulders back. Knit the ribs in. Draw that low belly in. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, we'll drop one of our blocks if you've got to. We'll come into a comfortable seated position, a fire log or an easy pose, whichever you prefer. Now go ahead and bring that block back under your hips. And when you're ready, we'll come into yoga squat, finding balance through both feet, engaging all four corners of both feet into the earth. Press the knees into your elbows and your elbows into your knees. Draw. If it's accessible for you, begin to draw your feet closer and closer together, ensuring that they remain somewhat parallel. If you'd like to continue in the pose, inhale, engage the lower belly, extend through the top of your crown. If it's accessible for you, continue to walk your feet back towards each other. And if it's in your practice, go ahead and hinge forward. I'm going to stay here so that I can support my yoga squat. Inhale, extend through the top of the crown. It's absolutely okay if you're back in our prayer pose Shavasana. However, if it's accessible for you, begin to draw your hands back behind your body into a twist. I'm not that flexible, but if you are, that's cool. Wherever you're at, keep breathing. Keep noticing your breath. Draw the low belly in. Close your eyes if it's in your practice or soften your gaze. We'll stay here for 5 more rounds of breath. If you're in the bind, release your hands, walk them forward. Place them in front of your body and take a little bit of a mini back bend by pressing your hands into the sky. If you're ready, go ahead and walk your heels out and we'll draw our hands in, coming back into our comfortable seated position on our 2 blocks or 1 block, no blocks, however many blocks you have. Inhale, arms up, draw that low belly in. Exhale, prayer pose. We'll come off our blocks. Press your palms into the earth, or your soles and your palms. And when you're ready, walk your hands back and we'll come 1 vertebra down at a time onto our back. Press your palms into the earth and extend 1 leg to the sky. If it's accessible for you, you can go ahead and send the other leg up and we'll come into Waterfall Pose. If you're here with 1 leg, go ahead and drop our leg down. And if you're in Waterfall, go ahead and come down to the earth, dropping 1 leg at a time, finding a bend in both feet, both knees. one sole at a time. We'll send our left leg up this time. And if you'd like to come into a waterfall, send your right leg up. Engage your low belly, knit your ribs in. And whatever pose you're in now, go ahead and bend in the knees and drop your soles down to the earth. Grab your towel. And inhale, bring your knees up to your chest. Exhale, hug them in just a little bit closer. Drop one sole down. I'm choosing my left this time. Take your towel and wrap it around the top of your right. We're going to continue to do this for the next few days. We're working through our standing one-legged dancing Shiva. Take your right foot with a towel in your right hand. Bring your left hand down to your left hip and start to drop your right foot down. If you want to bend in your knee, that's okay. Wherever you're at, keep pressing into your towel, maintaining a stretch in your right hamstring. Inhale, bring it back to center. Exhale, reach out with both hands. Press into your towel, finding a hamstring stretch. Bring the towel into your left hand, drop your right hand down, and bring your right foot over to your left side. If you've brought your gaze over to your right side, keep soften your gaze or close your eyes. If you have your head up, that's okay too. Wherever you're at, keep breathing. Keep noticing your breath. When you're ready, we'll bring our right leg back to center. Reach up with your right hand and press into your towel, finding a hamstring stretch. Find a bend in your right leg. Shake it out. We'll begin to walk our left foot up towards our glutes. Bring it up towards your body. Wrap your towel around the top of it and send your left sole up to the sky. Touch the ceiling if it's in your practice. Grab the towel with your left hand. Drop your right hand down to your right hip and start to move your left leg down just towards the mat. If you'd like to, you can bring a more extreme bend into your knee. Wherever you're at, keep breathing. Keep noticing your breath. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, grab both sides of the towel with your hands. And exhale, grab the towel with your right hand. And we'll bring it to our right side. Send your left palm out and gaze that way if it's in your practice. Draw your low belly in. Keep your shoulders on the mat. Keep your right leg engaged. And when you're ready, press your hamstring. Inhale. Inhale, bring your leg back to center. Grab it with both sides, both hands. Send your hamstring, your heel, and the top of your foot towards your ceiling. Feeling a little bit of a hamstring stretch, just a little bit more. Don't strain yourself. Drop your left foot down, finding a bend in your left knee. Drop your left foot down to the mat and walk your right foot up towards your glute. Drop both feet out towards the mat, towards their side of the mat. Drop in your knees. Bring your left one down first, your right one to meet it. Bringing your spine and your back to a neutral position. We'll go ahead and take this on the right side with your left over the right. I'm going to switch sides on my mat again. I never ever get to stretch out my left arm because I'm always on this side when we come into our twists. Press your palms on the mat. Cross your legs over, left over right. We'll grab our left leg with our left hand and we'll drop it towards the left side, feeling a stretch on our right side body. Drop your right hand out and look towards the right. Inhale, send energy to your right side body. Exhale, find just a little bit of a deeper twist. Inhale, send your right arm up. Grab the top of your left knee and send your knees back home. Uncross your legs. Shake them out. Cross your legs over, right over left. Drop your right side. Your right knee to the right side. Extend your left arm out and find a twist onto your left side. Inhale, send energy into your left side body. Inhale, come out of it just a little bit. And as you exhale, can you drop your knees just a little bit closer to the ground? Walk your hand back towards your body, send your left arm up to the sky. Grab your right knee and bring your legs back home. Drop your right leg down, shake it out. Bring your feet to their opposing side and walk them in. Feeling neutral, bring neutralness back into your spine. Inhale, bring your knees up to your chest. Exhale, hug them in. Go ahead and rock back and forth if it's in your practice. But don't fall. Inhale, knees in. Exhale, hug them in just a little bit closer. Drop your feet down to the mat. And first, touch the tops of your soles, the insides of your feet together. As you're ready, start to drop your knees down towards the earth. If you feel any pinching, definitely come out of this pose. Press both feet together. Engage through all four corners of both feet into each other, creating energy, stretching the inside of your thighs and the glutes. Bring your palms up, and if you'd like to, you can soften your gaze or close your eyes. If it's accessible for you, walk your feet closer towards your glutes. If your knees come up just a little bit, that's all right. Inhale, try and draw your knees down closer to the earth. Press into your soles. Inhale, bring your knees back to center. Help guide them back home. Start to press your heels into the earth on the tops of your feet, and then all four corners of both feet. Start to walk your feet out towards the sides of your mat, right to right, left to left. Knock in your heels together and drop your hands to the mat. Take any subtle movements, bring your spine back to neutral. We'll take a few windshield wipers, legs, bring your knees to your right side, back to center, send them to your left side, and back to center, right side, back to center. Pedal them out, and bring your knees up into your chest. Soften your gaze or close your eyes. Inhale, come out of it just a little bit. As you exhale, hug them in just a little bit closer. Thank yourself for making it to today's practice. Notice if you were able to make it to your intention, or otherwise bring your attention back to your intention. When you're ready, draw your knees in just a little bit closer and reach out to grab on the sides of your feet, coming into Happy Baby. Grab your toes with your peace fingers and your thumb and take any subtle movements that you'd like to. Draw your feet together. Bring your knees back to center. Drop your heels down to the earth. Palms down, send your legs out. And if you'd like to, this would be a good time to take any subtle movements. Take it to any poses that we didn't quite make it to today. As we come into Shavasana, I'd like to remind everyone to stay safe in your pose, ensuring that if you get up, that you don't disturb those around you. If you'd like to follow through all the way to the Shavasana, I'll bring us out of the meditation. If you happen to see me sitting up, you're not in the wrong spot. I just like to sit up to the end of our practice. As you inhale, fill the belly, the mid-chest, and the upper chest. Draw your shoulders back. As you inhale, fill the chest, the mid-chest, and the belly. As you exhale, start to feel relaxation generated from your core to your chest, to your hips. Inhale, fill the belly, the mid-chest, and the upper chest. As you exhale, start to feel relaxed from your core to your shoulders, to your knees. Inhale, fill the chest, the mid-chest, and the belly. As you exhale, start to feel a relaxation reverberating from your core towards your thighs, your quads, and your hamstrings, towards your biceps and your triceps. As you inhale, fill the chest, the mid-chest, and the belly. As you exhale, start to bring your palms up just a little bit more, taking any last subtle movements. As you exhale, start to feel relaxation coming from the core towards your forearms, your calves, ankles, wrists. Inhale, fill the belly, the mid-chest, the upper chest. As you exhale, start to feel relaxation reverberating from your core to your fingers and your toes. As you inhale, fill the belly, the chest, and the mid-chest. As you exhale, start to feel completely relaxed. Coming into Shavasana, start to lose yourself and your breath. Soften your gaze or close your eyes. Start to quicken your breath. If you'd like to remain in Shavasana, this would be a great time to pause me. I'll give you some time to do so. When you're ready, start to feel the belly, the mid-chest, and the upper chest. Start to generate energy moving from your core towards your toes, to your fingers, activating movement in your wrists and your ankles. Inhale, fill the belly, the mid-chest, the upper chest. As you exhale, start to generate motion, moving from your core towards your calves, your forearms, knees, elbows. Inhale, fill the chest, the mid-chest, the belly. As you exhale, press everything out, feeling energy moving from your core towards your shoulders, through your arms, towards your hips, through your thighs. Inhale, fill the chest, the mid-chest, and the belly. As you exhale, start to feel energy moving from your core up towards your chest, giving you any more subtle movements that you need to take. When you're ready, begin to walk your feet back towards your glutes and bring your knees down onto one side, left or right. Come into a fetal position, and when you're ready, press your palms up. You can keep your gaze soft or your eyes closed. When you're ready, come into a comfortable seated position. Inhale, send your arms to the sky. Exhale, drop them down in front of third eye center. The light in the teacher in me acknowledges and appreciates the light in the teacher in you. Namaste. A great body starts with a great plan. Thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Alan. I will be around for a little bit. Otherwise, I will see you tomorrow.